Alright, fuck it. I'm in my car trying to do this video because it's a little weird. I have to sit back here so I can kind of be in the light. It's a little weird, being at, in my house with my roommates, talking to myself. What's weirder? I don't know. Fucking vlogs. They're weird, I'm trying to, talk to an audience or talk to someone that I hope will, see this, but I'm talking to myself. Let's get real, right? It's just weird. So I did this video earlier about voting, and my whole thing was basically that they say that you get more conservative as you get older, and I've not gotten more conservative. I'm as liberal can be, but I guess I have gotten a little bit more cynical that I voted. I think I only missed one election. It might have been the last midterm election, and let me tell you something. Did I miss it? I don't know. Maybe I missed a primary. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But I'm a voter. I go and I vote. I'm a voter, right? And so I did this video, and basically that I'm cynical now. That I used to really, really be pro-voting. I'm still pro-voting. I mean, don't get me wrong. But when people would say stuff like, oh, my vote doesn't matter, or, I don't like the system or whatever, I would just, try to make them see why they needed to vote and all this other stuff. And I'll tell you something, though. I'm a little bit more sympathetic to that now. I think that I can definitely see that, I can see why people feel that way, and I think I feel a little bit more that way myself. And I'm hearing a little bit more of, you don't, when people say stuff like they're voting the lesser of two evils, that's insane. You should not vote for an evil, what you perceive to be an evil. That's crazy. That's just crazy. And so I feel like, and the other thing is too, in the spiritual circles that I run, we do business meetings and we vote, and a couple different things there that, abstentions are just as important as the votes, the yays and the nays. And that we do something weird. It's not, I know we can't exactly do this, in a large democracy, but, we vote yay, we vote nay, and whatever the minority is, it could be yay or nay, they get a chance to speak to the minority. They get a chance to, speak to the minority opinion and say why they believe that the minority opinion is right. And most of the time, that's how it goes. The vote goes on as usual. But there have been times where the minority opinion has spoken up, and so we always offer anyone a chance for anyone in the majority to change their opinion or change their vote based on what the minority opinion has said, and then discussion reopens if anyone wants to change their vote. And so I've seen things change because of that. Sometimes to the good, in my opinion. Sometimes to the bad. Whatever. The nice thing about this is people could assume that I'm doing FaceTime with somebody. Whatever. But I just feel like there is a huge minority opinion that might not even be in a minority anymore, that isn't being heard. That their minority opinion is, I don't want you and I don't want you, and I think it's bullshit that you're convincing everybody that there's two options, that there's many other options that we could be picking from, and you're forcing us to act like there's only two. Or in my case, so here's the thing. So I did this whole video, right? And I was, kind of bitching about this and saying I'm kind of, way more, into Russell Brand right now, and how he's letting people know that the media is trash and the money in politics is trash, and I think a lot of people have a hard time hearing him because of his personality and the way that he comes off in saying the stuff. But if you listen to what he's saying, it's pretty good stuff. Although one of the things I think he says is basically people shouldn't vote. And so again, that gets confusing because I am a voter, but where we're coming to is that I don't like any of the choices that we're being offered. So I get it. If they're choosing not to vote, if they're saying, I do not like any of the choices and I morally do not want to pick any of these people, that's a choice. That's a choice. That's a vote. And so that's kind of what this earlier video was about. But then I went and I voted. I came home from Wisconsin early, did not hang out with my mom tonight, and I came home specifically to vote. Also, specifically because I knew there were going to be things on the ballot, referendums and shit like that I would want to vote on. Holy shit. So, here's what I want to know. Media. Now, I don't watch the news. I specifically don't watch the news because I know it will make me angry. And I know that I will be upset and feel hopeless and helpless and unable to change anything. I mean, just the shit that goes on in Congress and the fact that I just feel absolutely unable to change the stuff would crush me daily on a daily basis. But I get there, and here's the shit that is on my ballot. Do I think that the minimum wage should be raised to $10 an hour? Yeah, I do. But how have I not heard shit about that was going to be voted on? I didn't hear anything. I didn't even see anyone in my Facebook saying, "Hey everybody, this is a thing. Like, we are going to be voting on this on Tuesday. Yeah, minimum wage." Or even people going, "Fuck that. That's terrible. Like, you know, it's going to cost the economy. No one's going to hire anyone." Like, I didn't even hear anyone talking about it. Do you think that sorry, I hurt my back, so I'm going to twinge. Do you think that health insurance should be, contraception should be mandated to pay, have to pay for that as part of the program or whatever? Yeah, I do! But again, I have heard no one talking about this at all. Like, at all. This is going to be on your ballot on Tuesday. Hey, birth control. Again, either, yeah, women, birth control, or fuck that goes against my religion. You know, that's terrible. That's the worst thing in the world. No one. I've heard no one talking about that at all. What else was fucking on there? Do you think, I can't believe no one is talking about this. Do you think that Illinois should impose like a 3% tax over $1 million or something for school? Or something crazy like that? Yeah, I do. I don't give a shit. Tax rich people. I think it's great. I've heard no one mention that. No one. Like, where are these things coming from? Again, I would think that there would at least be people on my feed going, "This is socialist. This is the worst thing ever. I can't believe we're even saying this. People won't want to work. People won't want to get rich. This is terrible." Or people going, "This is great. We need money for school. Like, we should do this." Or even when I was on my smartphone looking a little bit, someone did point out, it might be good, but it might be bad. All the motherfuckers said we were going to get money from the lottery for schools. And where did that money go? Fucking nowhere. So, that was interesting. Nothing. I've heard nothing about this. Zero. Oh, hey, City of Chicago. Why City of Chicago would get to decide this, I don't know. Do you think that the General Assembly should change amend the Medical Marijuana Pilot Program Act so that municipalities would have a role in where the sites of the dispensaries and the cultivation centers go? City of Chicago only. That said that's specifically what it was for, the City of Chicago people. Didn't hear anything about that. There are 2 amendments to the Illinois Constitution to vote on, whether or not you thought they should be amended. And there were explanations of them. No copies, nothing to read, just I'm supposed to take the explanation that whoever fuck is writing it down, take their word that they're explaining it right. I went out to my car and got my phone so I could read it, like look some shit up on them myself. I I didn't even hear that there were going to be amendments to the Illinois Constitution on this ballot. Nothing. Nothing. I heard nothing about this. Nothing. Not on the news, not on the Facebooks, not on the Twitters. I could have. Maybe I don't religiously read it. Not on Chicagoist, not on Gapers Block. Maybe they were there, my dear friends who run those places. I heard about Nick Wallenda enough. That motherfucker crossing the corn cobs. And, for months about the Trump Tower letters. And I heard about, whatever. All the other bullshit in Chicago. Day after day after day. The screenings, this asinine screenings. CTA security, wiping your bag down. Some bullshit. Heard about that. But we possibly will be amending the Illinois Constitution. The law of the land of Illinois. And I didn't hear jack shit about it until I was in a booth with a Sharpie pen in my hand. So can you blame people for not exactly being hoorah-rah to vote these days? Even though I do believe that along with jury duty are kind of like the two sacraments of democracy. Electing our leaders and then upholding, being a participatory citizen up in the justice system. But, come on. These are the explanation of the amendments. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, again, I guess it's on me, right? Like, I gotta be informed. But to some extent, how do I know what I don't know, right? That whole thing, you don't know what you don't know. I couldn't know to be informed about an amendment that I didn't know existed. I don't know. So all my point is that I get it. I get why people are over it. Because our system's broken in a major, major way. And I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how actively be involved to fix it. And if you have some great ideas, let me know, because I'll do what I can. But yeah, man. I can't, like I said, I can't even believe people who don't hold my views were not talking about it. We're not like, wow, this is bogus, what we're going to be voting on. This bogus shit that, fuck birth control, fuck taxing people, fuck the minimum wage. Like, I can't believe, I wasn't even hearing that from anyone. So I'm just wondering, did all y'all motherfuckers, go up to the booth and go, oh, we're voting on that today? Were you all just as surprised as I was? Or was I the only Jamoke who had no idea? Maybe I was the only Jamoke. I don't know. I'll take it. If that's true, I'll take it. But I am glad I voted. Just in case you think I am bullshitting you and I'm just telling lies. I really did vote. So, all right. Bye.